Schwarzenegger Party!
Welcome to another episode of
Nerd Out!
Today we are going to review, actually it's more of a comparison to Neca's Arnold Schwarzenegger Commando and Arnold Schwarzenegger's Terminator 2 T-800.
Yes.
I don't know. It doesn't matter. You got a skin on.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. But I guess I like my Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah,
huh?
you do, and I bet you like this one because he's shirtless.
Actually,
I see his buffedness.
Actually, I like this one better.
Yeah,
The Commando one, surprisingly, there were Commando figures back in the 1980s, and they made the one with the removable pants.
Schwarzenegger Party!
Which was actually
I remember that
yeah,
figure. I had it. It was like a He-Man.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
it was actually a really good figure.
I read about that.
And they also made like a 18-inch scale version of that too, and that was really good. And they also made a series of 3 3/4-inch figures of actually like a ton of characters from the toy line, and they were I don't know how to even describe them. They were like 3 3/4-inch, and they were almost like they were like Commando animated. Yeah, John Matrix.
Did they make a Dutch?
Oh yeah, I gotta get the Dutch.
Yeah, get the Dutch.
But the Dutches.
Too.
Oh, there's so many Dutches. Off screen. All right, back with Dutches. These have been out. Actually, there's many more Dutches, but the Dutch.
These are
is the
Neca
best.
too, right?
Yeah, Neca does a
yeah,
great job. But
Sweet.
the skin tone on the Commando is really waxy plastic. No, I think it's waxy. I actually think the Terminator. Oh man, this Terminator is great. Apparently, I heard that the upper body is an older Neca figure. But the other one had like no articulation in the legs, so they basically retooled it so it had articulation in the legs. And even though you can't really do a whole lot with it, just knowing it has articulation makes it an action figure to me. Because I'm not a fan of the statue figures from the 1990s, like all the McFarlane Toys statue figures. Like that was a part of collecting. I think it kind of ruined it for me in the hobby. I like the articulation. And I'm good with 5-point articulation. I just need to see articulation.
This is sweet.
It is.
These are sweet. Do they make like the Carl Weathers? And
no, but hold on, off screen again. That was a great run. Now I gotta put these all back. But like I wish they did.
But they have a lot of them.
They got a lot of Arnolds.
Wow.
They've got Dirty Arnold.
I like the Dirty Arnold.
Yeah.
I like my Arnold.
And
dirty.
then this is great. Like
psychedelic
Arnold. Oh, psychedelic Arnold.
That's
great.
trippy.
It is trippy.
Yeah, that's trippy.
Man, but I got a lot of Arnolds. I wish they made a Conan the Barbarian. That's the one I want the most. I think it was Neca or Mezco or one of those lines. 10 years ago made like statue action figures, and I had them and I loved them, but I did sell them because the prices got to like some ridiculous amount, and so
this movie's so good.
Dude, Predator is so
it's
good.
Like Arnold by far, that's his most badass role.
I
because
agree.
He's sort of a badass, and then like in the end,
oh no,
he's a real badass.
No,
like
definitely.
he's just a gun guy in the beginning, but then
he's a soldier.
He loses all his guns and has to rely on the land to make his weapon. Then he's the man. Yeah, that was his most bad. Like he was smart.
So too.
Like it showed him like he had the skills. He wasn't just a guy that could shoot. He had skill.
He was serious.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
He was serious.
I mean, I love Total Recall, but like at
too.
the beginning, he's kind of a puss. And then I love Conan. Conan was probably my favorite. No, Predator, man. Predator's so good. You're.
Shoot the motherfucker!
Right.
Because he's more than just an army guy. He's an army guy that loses his weapons and outsmarts them.
Right.
Like he's smart. That's what I love about it. It's like you like Dutch. It's like
yes, you root for him.
He really wins.
Right.
He beats him, and I love that.
I guess you could say
you believe it.
I guess you could say the original Terminator was his most badass role, but I think it was a pussy in Terminator 2.
Schwarzenegger Party!
I'm the one. I think I'm one, like, maybe there's 10 people who didn't like Terminator 2 or didn't love it. I am one of them. I didn't love it. But with that said...
every Terminator movie.
Oh,
I do. I'm sorry. I blindly...
Terminator Genesis was so bad.
You know what, though? It wasn't that bad.
It was terrible.
It wasn't...
I've seen worse.
I've seen way worse. I've liked way worse. I mean, like, I thought...
I have, too. Like, I like Masters of the Universe.
Me, too. I love that movie.
I like that movie.
But you know what? I like bad sci-fi. I like thoughtless candy.
I do too.
Movies, and I thought Genesis was a great candy flick. Yeah, I thought it was fun. I mean, you didn't think it was fun? I
disagree. No, I thought it was the opposite of fun.
I liked that ride. I liked the ride they took me.
I don't know that it was simple.
I thought it was simple. I thought it was good.
Simple.
It was good.
I don't need complexity in my science fiction.
Me neither.
But it was like I liked Rise of the Machines. Like Rise of the Machines was okay.
But that was probably my least favorite.
That was my second favorite of the Terminators.
Your second favorite?
Yeah, because I don't like T2 that much. Like John Connor, Edward Furlong just was so irritating in that movie. Oh, but I do love this figure, and I think as far as like the definitive look of the T800, it is T2. Like for me. And
I'm sorry, T2 is a sweet flick. Like the only reason I say that is because you watch the first Terminator, right?
Yeah.
And then you see T2, and it's so out of sort of left field that what? Like just that it went in the direction it did, and it became. I mean, it was huge.
Yeah, no, it was
like for a side, to see it in as a kid.
I did not see it in the theater.
See, that's
I
part
think
of
that
it
is a big issue
because it was the first movie to do what it did, and I don't mean the effects. Like I just mean well, they took this evil Terminator, made him good.
But didn't they do that so they could market Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Sure.
Yeah,
but it worked, man. It did. I mean, and Arnold wasn't Arnold then. I mean, he was famous.
He was by T2.
He was huge, but he wasn't.
By T2, he was huge.
He was big. I mean, he was.
I think that was the peak of his career. Was T2.
I think that started the peak of his career.
You think that?
I think that was like the last movie.
Well, let's see.
Up to
before T2, Running Man, Total Recall, Conan, Terminator, Commando.
Those are all before.
Yeah, those would all be before. I think.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
I think T2 was the top of the mountain for him. And then.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that's true.
But,
that is true.
But it certainly helped because it was such a blockbuster. It was unbelievable. It was huge. God, I wish I connected with Terminator 2. I think a big part of it was
just such a serious. They took it serious, and I love that for a sci-fi movie. I'd never seen a sci-fi movie like that.
Yeah,
maybe. I mean, Aliens. But I mean, James Cameron, he's magic. I mean, he was magic, and I don't. I hate getting on the bandwagon about stuff.
We just did an episode shitting on James Cameron.
Yeah, I know.
This is like our James Cameron.
But this is old James Cameron.
You're right.
Old James Cameron is a new James Cameron.
No, I agree.
James Cameron used to fight the system, and now he is the system.
James Cameron knows how to make a film. He understands the structure of making a film. He clearly knows how to use his camera. He's supposed to be a dick. Yeah. I've never met him, James. If you want to meet, we can meet.
Yeah, come on, we'll put you on the show, James.
Yeah. So after Sam Worthington is our guest host,
we'll have Jim Cameron.
Jim.
We'll be on first.
Right.
We'll call him.
Neca's doing a spectacular job with these figures. I do wish the skin tone on the Commando was a little bit.
Yeah, it's a little
whack.
goofy.
No.
I'm funny,
You're
dude.
hilarious. You're a funny guy. Yeah. The Commando figure's skin is a little waxy. I think the Dutch figures are my favorite just because I connect with the character the most. It is sweet.
This really is incredible.
It's incredible. And that's old. I don't even know if you can't get that at retail, but I think they did a great job with the T800, like considering that they basically took an existing figure and added leg joints. I'm going to tell you though, like it doesn't add a lot of play value. You're still going to display them in that sort of neutral position, but just like knowing it's not a statue figure makes me happy. And he comes with lots of accessories. I love the packaging.
Here we have Arnold is seen in T2 Judgment Day.
His
gun should be green though.
So, should it really?
Yeah, it was green.
Why?
In the movie. It was green in the movie.
Oh.
Dude, this is
that's
sweet
a detail.
That's really detailed. They even put in the M102 grenade launcher.
Oh man, you know your
Which is
stuff.
a huge deal though, because that's what everybody loved the gun. It had the M102 grenade launcher.
Yeah,
it's like that's huge.
I wish they do a whole series of Predator, like the Marines, because I think that's one of those movies where it's like I would love a whole set of just dudes in their militaries, like. Whatever. And I'd love it, like,
yeah, but I'd love him, like, right as he's getting off the helicopter, like in the MTV shirt. And
right.
And then Bill Duke in the suit.
Yeah.
Like, wearing the suit.
Oh, wow. That's like getting deep.
Dude, I love Predator,
I love Predator, too.
An armless Carl Weathers.
Yeah. That was a sequel that sucked. Predator 2.
No, it didn't.
I hated Predator 2.
Actually, I don't know. When's the last time you watched it?
You know what? It's a good point.
It's good now.
It's good now.
I hated it when I saw it when I was younger. Because I
thought it was weak.
But I think it's pretty good.
Really? I'll give it another shot. Predator, I thought Predators was pretty good. I think that was pretty good. That was I think it was kind of an underappreciated sequel. Like,
yeah,
I don't know that I need Adrian Brody action figures, but I thought
I'd take it. I would buy it. I'd take it.
You'd be into it.
I mean, I wouldn't get. I don't really buy that, but I would make you get it.
And then we won't. Yeah, I would get it. And we won't talk about the Alien vs Predator series because that's absolutely dog shit. I won't even argue that.
I sort of want to go back and watch them.
They are
terrible,
unwatchable.
Right? I mean,
they're so bad.
I mean,
they're so bad.
I remember them being
the
bad.
Predator befriends the girl. Like it was such shit.
I do remember that.
And it looked like shit.
I heard Requiem was even worse. Did you see that?
I did, but like I just kind of grouped the two of those together as like shit and shit. It was just shit.
I don't really count them. And
no,
if you don't count them, Predator's had a good run.
Yeah,
Predator 2, which is questionable, but I think it's good now.
But I like it. It's got its place. Like,
it's got its place, right. Yeah. Right. And then Predators, it's good.
Yeah, Predators was good.
I would love to see him do another good Predator movie.
No, I would too.
But you know what's ridiculous is like Alien vs Predator. They took 2 R movies.
Yes.
And made a PG-13. It's like, how did you get that? Like, no, 2 R should equal an NC-17. It should be the violence out of both and double. But no,
it should be just a step below porn. Like,
yeah,
violence.
They need to remake Alien vs Predator. That would be a sweet reboot if they did that well.
I never really felt that beyond a comic book there was any need for Alien vs Predator. I
just want that franchise to be kept alive.
Yeah,
Alien or Predator. I don't care how.
But I don't think they need to be together. The only, Freddy vs. Jason worked for some reason. I kind of like that movie. I haven't watched it in a long time. But I don't think there's any need for aliens to be against Predator. And if they do, eliminate the human aspect completely and just make a weird, like silent film. Not silent, but like aliens battling Predators.
Or just have aliens and Predator killing humans. Like, that would be
intense.
I mean, that would be sweet. And then, like, maybe, the humans kill Predator and learn their technology to fight aliens with it. I mean, and that's not the movie's about.
No, that's all right.
But nobody's going to team up.
No,
everybody's going to be killing each other.
Right.
Like, yeah.
Definitely hard R.
Hard R.
Yeah.
Yeah, hard R.
But to come full circle here, did you like that move? That was my
good. We like Arnold.
Yeah, we like our Arnold. He's cool. I think this Terminator 2 is good. The best T-800 you're going to get. The Dutches are great, but you can't find those in the store. The Commando's cool, but the skin, the waxy skin is a real bummer. But he comes with tons of accessories. Neca is producing them. They're great figures. Everyone enjoy your Arnold Schwarzenegger figures while you can get them.
We'll be back!
Yes, we'll be back. Nerd out! Nerd out!
Commando. See the resemblance? I get it. People confuse us all the time, It's my physique, Like, and, it opens up window box. Sweet. Yep.
Turn it around. Awesome.
Yeah. Sorta cool.